Hello, my name is Kevin with Smodin.io, and today we're discussing Article V2. So it is March 28th, and we release new site features daily, so don't be afraid if your interface looks a little different than mine. So clicking into Article V2, what this does is it actually searches the web for relevant results directly associated with your topic of choice, and then it produces per section about 1 to 3 paragraphs. So first, start with a good title. It's recommended to use a question just because that tends to produce slightly better results because it's a lot easier to find directly related content, but you can start with a list of keywords or whatever title you prefer. Like I said, each number of sections involves about 2 to 3 paragraphs. So let's start out with a 3-section piece. Then it is recommended to use the next step, get outlines, but you can skip to the end by just clicking the generate article. So first we get a list of outlines. This allows us to change it to do whatever we want. So if we didn't want challenges and limitations, and we wanted something else, we could always update it for that. But instead of ethical or legal issues, let's just focus on the ethical power of AI content detectors, just to put something in there, just to demonstrate that you can actually change however you want this to go. Click generate article. Now you see that you have a list of the different outlines that you actually use to generate it on the left. You have the title or keywords that you are using, and just wait for it to generate the article. When you get the result, you see you have your title at the top and each subheader. If you look within each of the texts, you actually see that you do get the reference type here and all the list of references here. It's recommended to actually look at what information is inside the references. So go to the reference section and you can see the reference text that was actually used within to produce whatever text it is. So if you don't actually believe that it supports the claim, the future of AI detectors is promising, as an example, then you can check out source 19, go to it, see reference text, and say, oh, is it actually promising based on what this text says? And so far, 94% accuracy on multiple tools, including GPT-3. Yes, you can probably agree that's pretty promising. If you want to actually go to any of these links, you can just click on them. If you want to actually research any of those pieces, such as you wanted to actually find a source for some of that information and it's not supported in any of the sources here, you can always use the find useful information for or find a source for in the research section. If you ever wanted to expand on any of the topics, you can go into the chat section and actually ask chat any type of questions. And this will actually include Google data. So let me do an example, which is how easy is it to bypass AI content detectors? For example, I'll do a long response, produce a result. Okay, as you can see, you get a couple of different answers here. So if you wanted, you can actually add them to the reference section, such as, like, let's say we actually did want to add this piece of information that, yes, you can bypass it from ddiy.co. You can click that plus icon and you will find that reference now at the end of it for dd.co, and you can go and add that text however you want to. This is just the section for continuing any piece of writing, which you use the right button and it will expand the text, such as we wanted to continue this text here because we were, let's say, unsatisfied with the length of text. You click that and boom, it adds it on. It does have a certain stopping point, so you can change that to actually have a longer text length if you wanted, associated with that right button. If you wanted to regenerate the article, you can always click regenerate right here, but it does overwrite your current changes. And lastly, let's say that you wanted to download a version of this. You can download it and open the HTML that's produced. And you can use that in any sort of blog or anything else. For more tips and tricks, subscribe and stay tuned.